All right, so we are going live. All right, awesome. Well, hello, everyone. Hi, John. Hi, guys. We just started, so let's give people a couple more minutes to join, and I'll be right with you. And as usual, if you guys have any immigration questions, immigration to the U.S., please put them in the question. Bona. Okay. All right, great. So we have some people. So we are on, as usual, we are on multiple platforms. We are on TikTok. So if I'm looking there, that's where I see you guys. And this is where we are on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So great to see you guys. Hello, greetings. So awesome. So for those of you whose first time is here with me now, I'm immigration attorney Connie Kaplan in Florida. And we help immigrants everywhere make the United States their permanent home. And we are hoping we can help you as well. So I have been told that today's topic is, what options do I have if I am a victim of abuse? So generally speaking, your options if you are victims of abuse are different depending on the type of relationship that you have with your abuser. If you are, for example, at work and you are being abused by your employer, and abuse takes many different forms. It is not always physical. It's not always physical abuse. It could be emotional abuse, financial, psychological. So any of those things count as abuse. If the relationship is between you and an employer, that could be, depending on the type of abuse going on, it could be a case for human trafficking, especially or labor trafficking. If you're working and you're not getting paid, if you're in the US, I'm talking about, not those of you, none of this applies to those of you who are not in the United States, but I will get to your questions in a minute, all right? So if you are in the United States and you work for an employer who takes advantage of you being an immigrant and they don't pay you on time, they don't pay you overtime, they tell you that your job is to do massage, but they expect you to do other things instead of just massage, that is labor trafficking, human trafficking, and that qualifies you for something else, all right? So that qualifies you for perhaps a T visa. If you have been a victim of a crime, okay? So for example, it could still be employer or employee, and it was a crime of violence where somebody beat you up, that could also qualify you for a U visa. Again, all of this are for those who are already in the United States, okay? So, and then we are talking about, options for those who are married to United States citizens or permanent residents in the United States, and they are being abused by their spouses. That is a little bit more than marriage problems. Everybody has marriage problems. No marriage is perfect, no matter how much they tell you on social media that their marriages are perfect. Everybody has discussions, but that's not what we are talking about here. In terms of abuse that qualifies you perhaps for a VAWA petition, which is under the Violence Against Women's Act, and that is not only for women, that is also for men, okay? To qualify for that, we have to show, of course, abuse, psychological, emotional, financial, physical, whatever types of abuse. And that could be simple. Let me give you some examples. It could be them threatening you to call immigration if you don't do something they want you to do. Threatening to call immigration if you do something they want you to do. Taking money away from you and forcing you to go to work just to take the money away from you. threats, throwing things at you, expecting certain sexual things that you are not willing to give. Remember, in the United States, consent has to be on both parties. So those are the things generally that we are talking about as to types of abuse. I'll go again back into options once we are answering some questions. So first questions that I see, I only see them on TikTok for now. Let's address some of those. And then we're gonna go over the ones on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube if any pop up. Sometimes it's more there, sometimes it's more on TikTok. So let's go here. Okay. Haji, what is your citizenship and nationality so I can give you better advice? You say you're talking from Spain. Are you a Spanish citizen? What is your situation? I need to know more about that. All right. Why not answer my question? Because I don't see your question. Or if I did see your question, perhaps I already answered it in another TikTok and I probably pointed you there. So right now, I don't know what your question is. Yasin Sarkar, I'm Bangladeshi passport holder. Can I apply for the diversity visa from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia? One thing's first, diversity visa application process, application portal, which is dvprogram.state.gov. It is not open right now. So right now, you cannot apply for anything. If you find a portal that tells you it's open, that is not the official US portal, and they usually ask you for money. The DV portal, that is the government official one, it's free, but right now it's not open. Keep informed, keep in touch with us on social media, because as soon as it opens, I will let everybody know, okay? And then I will actually do a live and go over the process on how to apply and walk you guys through the steps, okay? But yes, if on that, for this specific year, if they are opening, okay, we are hoping they do, we don't know for sure. If they are opening it in October generally. And you have to see if your country is included or excluded. If your country is excluded and it's country of birth, it's not where you work or where you live. If your country is excluded, you cannot apply. Do I need to be vaccinated for me to get out there? Yes. Or in some cases you do not, but you have to quarantine for 2 weeks elsewhere in a third country. It also depends on what country do you come from, okay? So you want to ask a question, ask me the question. Delilah, how much is your consultation? My sisters and I are trying to bring my parents over from Mexico. It really depends. We have two different types of consultations, okay? One of them is half an hour, and it's basically to determine what your options are. And the other one is an entire hour. We go a lot more in depth, okay? And to see how to go about your options. So one is what, one is how, what your options are, or how do we go about options. So one, it's a consultation, one, it's more of a legal strategy session. And they each have a different price point. What I suggest you do is give our office a call, and they will schedule you for a free case evaluation. And if it's something we handle, then they'll book you with a consultation with me, and then we'll take it from there. But if you are trying to bring your parents over from Mexico, we can help you with that, and even if they have been deported in the past, okay? So give us a call, 954-466-0070. Inan, I want to come to US, and I'm a Congolese guy living in South Africa. Okay, so you are from Congo. Hi, Shitesh, I'll get to you in a minute, okay? So I want to come to the US, and I'm from Congo, living in South Africa, Johannesburg. Great. So you come to the United States. Let's talk about that. Coming to the United States means you want to come temporarily to work, or do you want to come permanently to the United States, to remain in the United States? If you are coming temporarily, then we are looking at employment and visa options, employment and investor options. If you are looking to come permanently, generally speaking, there are 5 ways to come to the United States to get a green card or permanent residency, okay? There are more than that. It's about 11 of them, but 5 is the general ones. So one of them would be asylum once you are in the United States. Second is employment-based, family-based. I did mention asylum, Jesus, and diversity visa. Okay, and then of course investment. And you are from which Congo? Okay, so tell me, because that makes a difference. Okay, I'm here in Dubai. I'm from Pakistan. I want to move. Okay, where do you want to move? What do you want to do? Yeah, if you need an appointment, go to Sigma Immigration. Yes, need an appointment, give us a call, 954-466-0070. Or you go to my bio and the link to book an appointment should be there. If it's not, the phone number is. You can actually book it, I think, through the Beacon profile that I have on the Jesus TikTok bio. Okay, I need to drink water. I've been talking all day, so. All right, Pamela, when and how to apply for change of status? Okay, first I want you to tell me, and I'll get back to you, okay? Just put more information there. What status are you changing from, and what status are you changing to? And then I'll tell you how to go about that, okay? Salam alaikum from Oman. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam. Okay. Thanks for your guidance and suggestions. You're welcome. You're from Ghana, Adam. Okay. Your video is very helpful. I hope so. That's why I do them. I want to help you guys out. I want to help. My mission is to help immigrants everywhere make the United States their permanent home. Obviously, I am an immigration attorney. I am not free. This is the only thing that I do free, okay? We do, on occasion, in our law firm, take cases that are pro bono. We usually meet that criteria. We are already done with that by the time February rolls around. So generally speaking, we do not do any free cases. So this is how I give back to the community, all right? Please, Mary, we are in Germany and I have stayed in Germany and I like to move there. I don't know, you are in Germany right now, you stay in Germany, but I don't know where you're from and I don't know how you want to move here. You need to tell me. Guys, I have a TikTok, if you guys look back, probably 2 to 3 weeks ago, in which I say this is the minimum amount of information that I need in order for me to help you and guide you properly. So when you're saying, I just want to move there, it's really you don't want to move here. When you're telling me you want to move here, then you need to show me that these are the, I looked at the questions, and this is basically all my information, and please help me, and I'll give it to you. If I'm here and you give me that information, I can definitely help you. Now, obviously, nothing I say here is considered legal advice. You guys are not my clients, and doesn't establish an attorney-client relationship. But I can address your questions, okay? Just give me more information, Mary, and I want to help you out. Pamela, hopefully she responded. Dahlia, I'll give you guys a call. Excellent, Adam. Want to travel and work in the US, but don't know how to start. Well, do you want to travel or do you want to work? That is not the same thing. If you want to travel to the United States, then you apply for a tourist visa, and you have to show the consular officer at the consulate in your country when they open. Right now, they are not. You want to travel, you apply for a B2 tourist visa, okay? If you want to work, you need to find a sponsor, an employer who is willing to offer you a job, and they have to show that they are not taking a job away from an American, all right? Who are you exactly? Well, since you're asking, somehow you ended up on my TikTok, but that's fine. I'm immigration attorney Connie Kaplan. We help immigrants everywhere make the United States their permanent home. And right now, I'm just here helping other individuals with some basic questions about how to start to come to the United States, okay? So that's what I do. Hi, I want to join my step-grandma in the States. She's an American. That is not a category under which you can immigrate to the United States. You might have other options available, but I would not know until you give us a call and book a consult, or you give me a lot more information here. Hey, Mary, yes, I have stayed and I like to come and stay there temporarily. Okay, so you are in Germany. What country are you from? So basically, what passport are you holding? Okay, have you ever had a tourist visa in the United States? And for how long? When you say temporarily, do you mean a month? Do you mean 2 weeks? Do you mean 6 weeks? What's temporary to you? Because that's how your options will be different, okay? So let me, before I get to the question from Sierra Leone, I am going to address Mr. Patel's question. He's a computer technician. Last year, I support IT tech support in grocery store and motel as well. I'm eligible as essential worker if the law passes in the future. I report income tax while I hold IT number. Great. What type of documents I have to prepare to prove, and what type of documents the store needs to provide. Okay, so based on what you're saying, if the law passes in the future, it tells me that you have no status right now and that you are hoping for the Biden reform to pass. I don't know if you have watched the news the past few weeks. The Biden reform is likely to pass, but in a very significant altered state. So whatever was proposed in the beginning was this. So whatever is going to pass, it's going to be very, very tiny compared to what was proposed. So nobody knows yet what will be available when that happens. Nobody is expecting an amnesty. What you can do in the meantime is you can give us a call and we can get started in making sure your history is clean. And if the reform, when and then it passes, then you are ready to file for relief. If that is not an option, when we meet, we can discuss your other options. Perhaps you have options that you don't even know about, okay? Outside of you giving us a call, you can try gathering all your tax documentation, proof of your entry into the United States, proof that you have not left the United States since you last entered, proof of your ties to the United States in terms of community involvement, steady jobs, family ties, and so on. So generally speaking, that's where you start. Okay, Shitesh? All right, so let's get back to TikTok. Somebody's from Sierra Leone wants to come to the United States. Yes, so probably you were not here earlier when we started talking about this. And there are 5 ways to come and live in the United States: asylum, diversity visa, lottery, investment options, employment options, and family options. I assume, since you're asking the question here, you do not have family in the United States. I don't know if you have money to invest in the United States. We're talking about $500,000 and up. From Sierra Leone, we don't have a treaty, so there is no option for less than that. Or you have to have an employer willing to sponsor you. Your other option is wait until the green card lottery reopens, and then you apply for the lottery. And Sophia, I just entered that question as well. All right, let's see. Okay, how can my son change student visa to permanent? Okay, that is not a change of status. That is an adjustment of status. Your son is looking to transition from a temporary visa, which is the student visa, to permanent, which is a green card. That is adjusting status, all right? His options vary greatly depending on family ties in the United States, employment options in the United States, the degree that he is graduating with, how long has he been here, and many other things. We can look into your son's situation. Give us a call. I'd be happy to help you with that. All right, for everybody who's looking for a work visa, if you need a work visa, first you need to have an employer who gave you a job offer and who knows that you need to be sponsored and you'll be coming from another country and they are willing to sponsor you. That is what you need to get a work visa. Once you got that, the employer most of the time knows what they have to do in order to move you along, okay? Okay, Mary, you're from Ghana. Yeah, so it really depends. Your options are different, depends on where you are from. And like I said, it's the same thing like I said a minute ago. You need to have a sponsor, you need to have an employer, or you need to have family that can help you immigrate to the United States. Do I need to get Spanish residence before I can apply for a visa, or can I apply with my passport? You're talking Spanish residence. What country are you from? Okay. You usually apply for a US visa based on the passport that you hold, not the residency that you have. So it's totally different. Let's say, for example, you are from Albania, then you would apply, okay, you can apply in Spain if you're a resident there for a visa to the United States. You'll apply at the US consulate or US embassy, but you have to have your, in this case, my sample, Albanian passport, okay? Right now, consulates are closed. They've been closed for 1.5 years. Nothing's moving there. Okay, what process does a person from Ghana who wants to join the US Army go through? Oh boy, you need to obtain permanent residency first in the United States to be able to join the US Army. Yes, you said method to convert student visa to permanent. It really depends on his options, degree, and so on, Pamela. Okay, so I'm ready in the US, great. And my mom sponsored me, okay. So I heard I will have to do a change of status. No, if you're already in the United States and your mom petitioned for you, so sponsored you, so I'm assuming your mom is either a permanent resident or a US citizen, then you don't do a change of status. You do an adjustment of status, which is a totally different process. Guys, Google has all the right answers and Google has all the wrong answers. You find the right answer for you by calling a lawyer. It's the least you can do. Pay for a consultation and meet with a lawyer to know what you, make sure you're not screwing yourself and you're not getting into bigger hole than you are already in, okay? So it's not a change of status if she's sponsoring you, okay? It's an adjustment of status, totally different. Hi, got green card, just came to States in February. When can I apply for passport? If you just got your green card, okay, you came in February, so you got first your stamp, then you got your green card. You'll have to wait either 3 years or 5 years before you can apply for your citizenship. And once you do get citizenship, then you can apply for the US passport. How long you have to wait until you apply for citizenship really depends on how you got your green card. If you got your green card through marriage, then you have to wait 3 years before you apply for citizenship, assuming that your green card is a 10-year green card and not a 2-year green card. If your green card is a 2-year green card, you have a lot more than that. Can I join the Army if I have a 2-year green card based on marriage? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You would need to contact a recruiter in your area for the specific branch of the military that you want. I'm not pushing one or the other. I really don't know much about all of them, but it's my understanding from other individuals that you could try Air Force first, then Navy, then Marines, and then the Army in that order, but it is really up to you. Each of them has different requirements, and just because one branch of the military may not take you with a 2-year green card doesn't mean that the others will not. How to contact me? Look at our profile, please, on TikTok, and you will see both our beacon profile and our phone number. So it's 954-466-0070. Okay. What can I do if my I-130 is delaying? Oh yeah. First, I want to know if you are in the United States. Second, I want to know if you are outside the United States. Who filed your I-130? What is the relationship between you and the family member who filed for you? If there is a delay, simply because there is a delay, and it's not because it's waiting for you to respond to a request for evidence, there is nothing you can do to speed it up. There is nothing you can do to expedite the I-130 unless you are aging out, unless the petitioner is on the deathbed, things like that. Very, very restricted circumstances, okay? Now, when you're checking the receipt number, right then and there is the thing that says check processing times. Check the processing time, and if your receipt number is past the inquiry date, then you can file an inquiry and find out where your application is and why is it not moving. Right now, everything is slow. It's like snail's pace, really, really slow, okay? My I-130 is delaying. What can you do for me? We can look into it, okay? We can help you. Give us a call. All right. I-290B motion to reopen process time, as long as the government wants. It really depends where you submitted it, which service center, what state you are coming from, which motion to reopen did you do? Was it based on government error? Was it motion to reconsider? They are all 290Bs. And who made the decision? Was it a USCIS officer? They get it a certain location, they process there for a bit, then they move it to the local location. There is no way to really tell. You can look it up online, actually, on USCIS website by entering I-290B and then the service center where you submitted it, okay? But I wouldn't go by that. For this particular application type, those numbers are nowhere close to what they are. Okay, my sister-in-law married to U.S. national, so can she sponsor a petition to me or not? Well, married to U.S. national, is that a U.S. national or is a U.S. citizen? Because that makes a big difference. If he's a citizen, maybe, and it's your sister-in-law, they wouldn't be petitioning for you directly. They would petition for their sibling, okay? If it's a U.S. national, the options are more limited than U.S. citizen. It's a big difference. I booked an appointment but did not get any notification from your office about SIV cases. If you have not given us your email and your phone number, then you didn't book an appointment, or we had no way to reach out to you, to you, because we reach out to everybody, okay? Give us a call again, okay? But make sure we have both email and phone number. If you are outside the United States, it is very likely that the only way we will reach out to you is via email. And if we are booking an appointment, the only way we will have the appointment with you is via Zoom, okay? If someone came as a tourist, can they stay in the United States? It really depends. Most times you should not, especially if you preconceived the intent to remain in the United States before you came to the United States or before you entered into the visa. That is illegal. Many people do it and get away with it, but that doesn't mean it is the right thing to do. Okay. Can I get my elder brother take me from Oman? Your elder brother needs to petition for you. Okay. So your elder brother can give us a call and we can help with the process. The wait time right now for someone to petition for a sibling, it's about 14 years. Okay. Okay, how long is it going to take to petition for my brother who's not married to get a green card? Depends on where you are from, minimum 14 years. If you are from India, if your brother is from India, Philippines, China, or Mexico, way longer. I mean, India, it's up to 22 years on some categories. I do not, Mr. Stan, I am sorry, but I cannot help you with immigration to Canada. If someone's married with 15-year younger person, can he or she come here or not? Yes, they can. It is a much bigger burden to prove that it's a real marriage. The bigger the age difference, it's a red flag. But yes, it is doable. We were able to secure a permanent residency, get a green card for a client who was married to a U.S. citizen spouse who was 62 years older than them. If you keep asking me the same question and I don't address it, it's probably because I don't find it appropriate. Hi, please. My fiance vitamin D level is low as 25. Can she get yellow fever because her doctor refused? I'm not a doctor. Pamela, very understandable. Is it when you receive your approval letter that you go ahead and do your adjustment of status? Yes, when you get the approval for the I-130, that's when you file for adjustment of status. However, in most categories, you can file for them at the same time. And that has been the case throughout most of this year. And you might be delaying a process for no reason whatsoever. Okay? You might be giving up on a work permit. I don't know enough about your situation to tell you that, but something to consider. How do I go to Canada? I don't know. I don't do Canada immigration. What's the process to go for medical exam? Let me know if that's what you mean. I mentioned my email address already, but did not get any notification from your office, ma'am. You need to contact our office and to give them the email address. If we have your email address, we contact you. It is impossible that we did not contact you. If you're expecting a message from us, please check your junk mail. Why is it that interview for tourist visa is not still working here in Sierra Leone? Oh, King George, it's not working anywhere in the world. It's not in Sierra Leone. It is not open. Tourist visas are not being processed anywhere, okay? There is a criteria in terms of priority, and tourist visas are at the bottom of the list. Consulates have been closed for 1.5 years. Those that have reopened are processing beginning with priority 1. Tourist visas, if I'm not mistaken, are priority 10. You are nowhere on the list, and it has nothing to do with your country. My employer applied green card in October 2020. When will I get my perm approval? So did your employer apply for perm, or did your employer already apply for your green card? Which one is it? The perm takes about 9 months to 10 months right now. Green card, after that, you can pay for premium processing and get it done in about 3 to 4 weeks after you file. Okay, what if there is no way you can prove hardship for a 601 waiver? What other option? It depends on your situation. You might not even need a 601 waiver. Are you trying to get a 601 waiver because of criminal issues, misrepresentation, fraud? Or are you just showing hardship because you want to go back to the consulate to get your visa? What is the section of the law under which you are trying to file the 601 waiver? Okay, I need those details. Oh, Mr. Stan, I have a nephew in US and I have a passport. What's required for me to join him? A nephew cannot help you. It's not enough of a close relationship in terms of relatives and family to help you. All right. I'm a green card holder, and can I apply for my unmarried son, and how long it will take? Yes, you can apply for your unmarried son if they are under the age of 21. If they are over the age of 21, then it's a different category. After the first petition is approved, if I'm not mistaken, right now, the wait time, it's about 6 years. Okay, and make sure he doesn't get married in the process. Yes, medical exam. Okay, so to do the medical exam, you have to go to the USCIS's website, and you are going to look for civil surgeon, but only on their website, because other agencies use different lists. And you have to pick one of the doctors that it's already on the list. They don't update that list very often, so it's possible that you would call 2 to 3 places before you are able to find an appointment or be able to book an appointment. Medical exam is the list of your problems, okay? Medical exam is the easiest thing. As long as you do not have a transmittable disease, you will pass the medical exam. They will test you for, you know, everything: tuberculosis, HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, a bunch of other things. You'll be okay. If you have your vaccination record, that would save you perhaps some money, okay? And I would try to do that. All right. I petitioned for my wife to get the green card, still in progress. Can I still petition for my brother too? Yes. When you say you petition for your wife to get the green card, is she already in the United States? Is she still back in her country? Same thing with your brother. Where is he? And yes, you can petition for your brother. One has nothing to do with the other. It's going to be a 14-year wait. He applied for perm. Yeah, about 9 to 10 months. Okay, it's nothing to do about that. Okay. All right. Okay, Pamela, it was a 797 form. Okay, 797 form, it's only the receipt number. That is the actual form, the paper that it's printed on. On the receipt, on the top left, it will tell you the type of application that was filed. Okay, that's the one we need, not the 797. Can I apply for student visa while having pending I-130? Yes, as long as you did not apply for an immigrant visa yet and your I-130 is still pending. It depends. Please, I filed for asylum. It's been 4 years now. I haven't heard anything about my case. That is very common. Let me tell you something. Everybody's like, oh, why is it taking so long? The longer it takes for your asylum to be processed, the better it is for you. That gives you a great opportunity to get more documentation to prove your asylum, to make your asylum case stronger, to find other ways to stay in the United States. If you're not married, maybe you need to get married. Maybe you're dating your boyfriend for the past 3 years, hoping on this asylum to go on. You might want to look into other options, okay? So if it's been 4 years, the first thing you need to do is make sure that if you moved, you let the government know. If you have not moved, make sure the government has the apartment number if you live in a building when there is an apartment number, okay? So let's see, we got 2 more minutes. I was only given a work authorization. Please, what do you think I should do? What I think you should do, if you didn't file for asylum with an attorney, what I think you should do is give us a call so we can look to see how strong your case is and see what other options you have, okay? Other than that, frankly, just wait. My case is already with NVC, but I'm out of status. I was petitioned by my mother. Oh, if you're already out of status, your mother petitioned, how old are you? I would need to know that. I would need to know if you're out of status, what kind of visa you entered with and when did you enter. So for you, in your particular case, frankly, you need a full consultation. You being out of status creates a problem. You're accumulating unlawful presence. The minute somebody runs out of status in the United States, your options are significantly more limited. And you need to make sure you stay within those parameters. So give us a call because I'm worried a little bit about you, okay? I have my best friend in US, can file for him to US. Nope, you cannot help your best friend. Can I apply for work as a doctor without medical exam? Nope. My sister lives in Canada. How much time to take if I apply for her to come here? Oh, that's a very good question. If your sister lives in Canada and is a Canadian citizen, it's one story. If she's not a Canadian citizen, then it's a different story. Her options could be different. How much time it takes depends really on the situation. Your status, her status, marital status, immigration status, criminal status, visas refused, and so on. If she's a Canadian citizen, she has significantly more options. Okay. So guys, I've been here for almost 45 minutes and it's time for me to move on with my schedule. So I appreciate you all being here. And we are going to chat again. If I'm not mistaken, we are going to chat again on Tuesday. So any questions you guys have, post them on my TikToks and I'll try to respond. I do not respond to all of them. I do have a life as well. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.